There isn't anything more kind of tangible than being at a Star Wars celebration and sharing, getting to see fans see all of the different things that are going to be coming in the Star Wars universe, and then being able to receive physically, audibly, the love that people have for the Mandalorian series, for Grogu, for Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, Kathleen Kennedy, and it happens to me every single time, from the first Star Wars celebration that I went to in Chicago in 2019 to today in Tokyo, where I can't believe I'm on stage with these people, with Sigourney Weaver. She is one of the greatest stars of my lifetime. Talk about doing every single genre, you know? Comedy, drama, science fiction, horror, adventure, action, all of it. So to be standing up there with her and with Jon and with Dave and with Kathleen, I feel like I need to jump into the audience and start screaming. It's very transcendent storytelling and incredible world building, inclusive of so many different forms of life, and I think that means a lot to the world, because it includes all of us, and there is space for any kind of person to be a fan.
Yes, I mean, the whole thing has been such an unexpected dream, and to work with Jon Favreau, to work with Pedro, and to work with a little guy. Once I'd met him, once I'd seen him, I just fell in love with the series, and it also reminded me of the shows I loved growing up. And so to become part of this family was really a thrill. I premiered Ghostbusters here. I think it was the first place I came for Alien. It's always meant so much to me to come to Japan. The fans are so passionate. They're so into it. They so understand kind of fantasy and the future. And so I always thought it was just a great way to start a world tour. And so to begin here, which is just sort of by luck, meant so much to me, because, this is a world that loves this world.
I started off working on The Mandalorian after my first celebration was Chicago, which was also great. But I missed the last Japan one. I love coming here, and Star Wars is so connected to Star Wars is so inspired by Japanese cinema when George Lucas first brought it to the big screen. And so I love coming here. Anyway, it's a beautiful time of the year. It's springtime. The weather's great. The food is wonderful. And to see all these people I haven't seen in so long, the actors and the other filmmakers, for us all to come together, and then the reception that you get here is wonderful. So it's something we look forward to. We're working away in the editing room and working on visual effects, and that's all, dark rooms and, small groups of people, and then to come out with some footage and show them and bring the cast out to see how people are receiving them is just such a fun part of the process for me. Yeah, we brought Grogu out onto the stage along with the cast. It's tough because anytime he makes an appearance, it's doesn't matter what you say after that or what you do, because he's such all the puppeteers that operate him. We've been working together for years on the show and now on the film, so he's like a performer in his own right. It's always fun to do that, and to see the response is really rewarding.
Well, it is fun, and it's a real privilege to be involved with so many things and so many wonderful people. I was so excited for Jon today, because Jon and I have worked together a long time on The Mandalorian and on Ahsoka, and I'm making live action in large part because he supported me and had me along for the ride of The Mandalorian and made me a real big part of that. And I know how passionate he is for Star Wars, and it's great to see the fans react to the work and the movie coming. It's great to see now what Sean and Ryan are up to now, and that they get their first introduction. You love that moment when people just don't know what to expect because they haven't been here and they have no idea when they go out there the wave they're going to be hit with, the positive energy that Star Wars fans bring when they welcome you to this galaxy. And then, but then it's like, okay, now show us what you got. And so that's the real fun part, where we're actually making these stories, and the payoff are events like this where we bring them footage and take them all back to the galaxy together. So yeah, I love it here. It's great. Yeah, it's two things. It's truly special, it's inspiring, but it also reflects how old I am, because some of them were this big when I started and they're watching Rebels, and now they're like this big, and it's like, oh wow, time flies when you're in this galaxy. It's 20 years for me this year at Star Wars at Lucasfilm, and it's gone by so fast, and I've loved every minute of it. There hasn't been a day that I don't feel grateful for being chosen to lead Clone Wars and to be a part of this era of Star Wars, and to bring people into it to move forward and to see where it goes. It's been an amazing thing.
Hey, how's it going?
Welcome!
Excellent.
Wow, wow, wow. Welcome, everybody, to Japan, and welcome. This is your first Star Wars celebration in Japan. How's it been so far?
Oh, it's fantastic. I love it here. When I think about Star Wars and what inspired Star Wars, it's so inextricably tied to Japanese cinema, Japanese culture and tradition. George Lucas was very inspired by the filmmakers of Japan, and to come back here to see the beautiful artwork, if you've looked around on the shirts and on the posters, it feels like a coming home. There's some people that work at the parks at Disneyland that decided to come. Can we have some friends come out and say hello to all the fans out here? Here we go. Come on, we got some new faces. No.
Oh my God!
No good, no good.
How's it go? One of them's getting worked on.
Yeah.
Hello. We're in Japan.
Yeah, there you go.
Here, you want to bow? Bow to the audience.
Say hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait.
I'll never forget the first day that I got to sit down with Jon and Dave in the writer's room, and they showed me, wall-to-wall story illustrations of the first season of Mandalorian without me even understanding who they expected me to play. And I remember just seeing the greatest sort of visual storyboards that I had ever seen, and knowing that people were going to lose their minds. And so I to answer your question, did I feel like people would connect? Yeah, I did. I knew they would because of these guys.
Can you tell us how you came to be part of this film, please?
I got really lucky. And I just want to say what a thrill it is to see all of you here. It is so inspiring, and it's always good to be reminded of why you're doing it, and it's for all of you. I fell in love with all the characters, but especially this man. And
Well, there's somebody else you fell in love with. too.
yes, and may I just say that, of course, Grogu, all of you, stole my heart. And, I just saw him in the green room. He looks a little nervous, but I bet he'd like to come out here.
Grogu!
Wow!
Grogu!
Grogu.
Oh my God, he's excited! Oh.
Enjoy the last of Star Wars Celebration!